it's Meg with Seed to Fork, and I am going to show you today how to fold a 4 1/4 inch newspaper pot. We developed this method last winter when we transitioned to soil blocks, 2-inch soil blocks for our starts, and we wanted to bump those up, and when it came time to bumping those up, we did not want to go out and buy plastic. The whole point of soil blocks is to have it be a plastic-free seed starting system. So we developed this pot size in particular with the bumping up in mind. I think there's smaller pots out there, but there was not a method for a pot this large. We find this to be a sufficient pot for all of our bump up needs now. I've got some asparagus that we bumped up last weekend, and here you can see they're bumped up. They're gonna be in this pot until they go out into our garden. The newspaper remains moist, but the beauty of these is that they just give enough support around the soil and the root system for them to develop their own strength. So I'm gonna show you how it's done. So hopefully you can use this in your seed starting setup. I got 2 sheets of newspaper, full sheets, okay? That's important. It's a square pot. There's gonna be a lot of folding in half again. First thing you do is you take 1/2 of it and you're gonna fold it lengthwise in half. What I'm doing right now is I'm just developing the foundation for the pot. I'm not folding the pot yet. I'm just getting it to the right size, okay? So now I'm gonna fold it in half again. The other important thing to note that I learned kind of the hard way is I try to get it perfect. I try to perfectly line it up at the beginning, and I quickly found that that was driving me crazy. It's just not possible. These pots, you don't have to be perfect with your folding. They don't have to line up, and it's still gonna work. It's a very forgiving method. There's a lot of wiggle room here, so don't get hung up on the perfection of it. Okay, now that I had it folded in half again, I'm ready to shape it. So I folded it in half lengthwise and made a crease, okay? I'm gonna do my first folds. These first folds are the first folds of the pot, and they're the last things that are gonna be shaped, okay? You fold the bottom first. This is the bottom of the pot I'm folding right now. And I'm not gonna shape it until the sides are done. Most of this folding is really the walls and how the walls go together. Okay, so now I'm gonna start on the walls. I'm gonna fold this sheet all the way up to that triangle area that I just folded, okay? And now I'm gonna fold it in half again. And this is gonna be 2 of our walls. You'll see what I mean in a minute here. There we go. So I folded it in half and then half again. We're almost halfway there. That is the inside of the pot, you guys. Here we go. I'm gonna turn it over. And now I need to do a little bit of shaping before I fold the other walls. So, because like I said, it's square, I'm folding each of these walls in half again. This one feels a little bunched to me. I don't like that bunched feeling. I like it to lay pretty flat. Okay, so I'm folding each side in. And now we're really close. Okay, there's my bottom. Like I said, those are my sides. That's the inside of the pot. So my final folding in half and in half again. This little bit that's left is gonna become 2 of the walls, and it needs to tuck into here for support. The other side, because I've bent it around, already has support. So this is my last bit of work. This is sort of how you close the shape together, and this is what gives it its strength, part of its strength right now here. So I'm not gonna do that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fold it in half again. I like to do it this way because then I have a set crease that I'm working from. So now I have that crease right there, and I tend to use my body for a little bit of purchase when I'm trying to do this. So you want to lay it flat inside there, okay? Tuck it all the way in. Press it down if you need to. This one is not my finest fold. Okay, So now, there's the inside of the pot. You can see my 4 corners. I'm gonna get to take even more shape by folding that bottom. Like I said, the bottom gets folded last. Shaped last. Here we go. It does require one more fold as I give it a little triangle fold, and what I'm really trying to do is just trying to give shape to those, just trying to give shape to the walls and to the base. And that's just to give it a little bit of memory, so that here I go, when I give it a little tap, that triangle that I just created is gonna fold down and become my square bottom. And I like to pinch the corners to give it a little extra shape. There you have it. I wasn't super happy with it when it was folding up, but it looks great now and it's gonna do the job. I hope you guys find a use for these. They're a great sustainable alternative to plastic in your seed starting setup. Thanks for watching.